Take my hands and let them move at the impulse of thy love. Take my feet and let them be swift and beautiful for thee, swift and beautiful for thee. Before I launch into the normal order of these videos, I just want to alert everyone to be on the lookout for an update from the SUPC session. We had a very good meeting last night that many things were discussed, including upcoming practices for worship in the life of the community. So watch your emails, or if you don't receive the newsletter and you want to, make a comment that you would like to, or watch Facebook, or if you don't receive electronic communication, the session will also be sending out a letter. So be on the lookout for those communications. And now for today's psalm. Although before I launch into that, again, I want to remind everyone who's participating in the activity challenge. Today is day 17 of the challenge, and the challenge is to read an article that the date of the article is from 1989, but it still is very relevant for this whole conversation. And as I read through the article, it actually reminded me very much of a class that I participated in seminary. It was called Advanced Feminist and Womanist Preaching. And one of the things in this article that it mentions is how someone who's been involved in women's studies from a white woman's perspective felt the criticism of her black and brown peers who said, "You're speaking from a white woman's perspective on these women's studies issues, but you're not actually addressing the struggles that black women have gone through, which are different struggles." And it reminded me of some of the things that happened in this class, and I'd be very happy to talk more about it in a different setting. It was a very interesting class, and I wish that I'd been recording it so that then I could look back on the class and remember all of those various lessons learned or attempted. So again, I will have a link to this article in the video description. So please read through it and there's a section for questions and just things to think about. Go through those very thoughtfully and prayerfully. And as for today's psalm, it's actually only 4 verses. So I will also include a rewrite that I made of this psalm as well. It is Psalm number 123. To you I lift up my eyes, O you who are enthroned in the heavens. As the eyes of servants look to the hand of their master, as the eyes of a maid to the hand of her mistress, so our eyes look to the Lord our God, until God has mercy upon us. Have mercy upon us, O Lord, have mercy upon us. For we have had more than enough of contempt. Our soul has had more than its fill of the scorn of those who are at ease, of the contempt of the proud. Now, the reason why I did a rewrite is because I very much heard Psalm 123 as spoken from the point of view of someone who has experienced systemic oppression. So I wrote a rewrite to further emphasize the difference between my experiences and the experiences of those who have been too long oppressed. So here's the rewrite. To you Your people too long oppressed, lift up their eyes, O you who are enthroned in the heavens. Not as the eyes of slaves look to the hand of their master, but as the eyes of those longing to be free from brutality strive and yearn ever toward that goal of full equality. So the eyes of black and brown people look to the Lord, and God has mercy and moves hardened hearts to change. Have mercy upon us, O Lord. Have mercy upon us. Mercy for your people who have had more than enough of contempt. Mercy as humility for your people whose hearts must be reborn. The soul of your people has had more than its fill of the scorn of those who are at ease, of the contempt of the proud. God be with you till we meet again. Loving counsels guide, uphold you with a shepherd's care and fold you. God be with you till we meet again.